as the sport itself. Two teams that when the history books are referenced, their names populate virtually every page. Winged helmets, golden domes, and as always, when these two match up, legacy is on the line. Welcome to the Big House, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Wolverines will kick it away to start us off. He'll start the return inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. From the gun, the ground game. Finds a little space. He has the first and still on his feet. There he goes. The 20, 10. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Notre Dame.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed them for the big play in the running game. One snap, one touchdown. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Fielded in the end zone. It's Hart. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Navigates that mass of bodies and gets 4 out to the 17. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. They'll run the screen. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
The Wolverines will line it up on 1st and 10. They go to the ground. Runs through the tackle. Didn't get a whole lot of room to run. He picked up 1 or 2.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. Third and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a third down opportunity that's in their favor.
Finds his man. It's Butker. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Quarterback keeps it. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. In this rivalry, you could just about write the history of the game. Rockney and Fielding Yost, Schembechler and Holtz, the Rocket and Desmond Howard. So many great moments in this rivalry, which has been played since the 1800s.
So many great moments, so many great plays, great players. And how about the uniforms? Just clean, beautiful, pristine unis.
This is just classic college football. And because of all those names that Reese just ripped off, this game always seems to come down to the final play.
Nice job there to limit the running room, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On third down, he drops to throw. Moves around to clear up the vision. Trying to make magic with his feet. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37.
Man, that used to just drive me nuts. I couldn't stand that. The quarterback drops back the pass, scrambles around. You got me chasing you all over the field, getting close to the sideline. Stay in bounds. Please stay in bounds. Let me get a little bit of a reward for all my running so I can just put some kind of hit on you. Nope. Steps out of bounds.
They'll go to the ground. Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
Got some room in under the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Wolverine. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with a touchdown.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here come the Irish back on offense. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
The Irish come to the line facing second and short. Takes the handoff and stay out. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. That offensive line is putting those golden domes on the defense and starting to move the ball on the ground.
And we can go back so many years, and the coaches may change, but the brand of Notre Dame is what it is. They're going to be physical. They're going to run the football. That's who they are, and that's how they're built.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on 2nd and short. They've been running it, but now the pass. Snags it inside the 20. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Ashmore. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Rides the back on the option, the give. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19. There's no logical reason these two shouldn't play every year. The proximity, both powerhouses, but squabbles get in the way from time to time, guys.
They sure do, and I think Notre Dame being an independent always makes things tricky and difficult, but at the same time, they're always playing USC every year, David. I'd love to see them schedule Michigan each and every season.
And just make it happen. We've lost so many rivalries in sports because of money, because of conference realignment. We don't need to lose another one. Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
Making side adjustments here. Trying to hit the sideline on the right. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Working that left side now. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Lining up, trying to convert this 3rd and short from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they're after him. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
It's been a tale of 2 drives for this defense early on, right? They came out starting really slow, allowed a touchdown on the opening drive, but they're finally settling in here on this one. Obviously, it wasn't perfect. They did give up 1 first down, but really nice job there on that 3rd down pass defense, forcing the incompletion, now trying to set up a punt.
On 4th down, looking to pass. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
Going right to work up top. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Touchdown, Irish! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
Man, talk about playing complementary football. You get the sudden change, you get the turnover, and now you turn it into points immediately. Nice job by the defense forcing it, the offense taking advantage and putting points on the board.
Notre Dame, 21, Michigan, 7.
Coming out with it, it's Ashmore. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Got the first down. Looking for more. It's a running room. The 20. The 10. Touchdown, Michigan. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Offensive line, give me a crack. I'll do the rest. How about the Jets? The speed. He just turns it on, going 70-plus to the house. What a huge play by the running back.
Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. And he's going to bring it out. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Everything's been working so far. They've had it 3 times, reached the end zone on each occasion, and now they're back to work. Trying to beat the D deep. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
Hey, good job by the defense. The defense clearly knew where they were going with the football. Double coverage out wide, making sure they don't give up a touchdown to that guy. Nice job by the defense.
He's got it down the middle. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Big noise, big house, trying to rile up this Michigan defense on third down. Finds a soft spot in the middle. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to...
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
What a great play, winning one-on-one, getting home and getting a sack, and that kind of effort is going to get the big house fired up. These 100,000-plus Michigan Wolverine fans are on their feet screaming because of that dominant play right there coming from their D-line.
Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. He's going to take off. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. Fires a bullet out. It's picked off. He'll go out of bounds, but just what they needed to get the ball back.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always remember your first interception. They'll always remember this moment.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. He'll get rid of it. Grabbed in the middle. It's Button. They get him on the ground at the 37, but give him 15 yards on that chunk play, and they'll move the chains. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. The option look. Got enough for the first. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up.
Man, this defense has to be better. You have to stop the first part of the option, and that is the quarterback. And he gets loose. He gets the first down, another set of downs. They need to figure out this plan and how to stop this quarterback.
And the Wolverines getting set on 1st and 10. On the move. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Going for 6. Touchdown, Wolverines! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6. The extra point here would tie the game.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Here come the Irish back on offense. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Runs first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up, you can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to go up top. Gets it out fast. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. New set of downs after the completion. Wants to go up top on first down. Now improvising. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And he makes another momentum-building play. His 2nd interception in the first half. He can feel where the football's going. Got a good beat on this offense and making plays early and often for his club.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
He'll keep it himself. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
As an offense, you're okay with that. You're going to run option plays, and sometimes you're going to bust it big, but sometimes you don't necessarily read it correctly, get some positive yards, and then we come back and we do it all over again with different reads against the different defense.
Fires to the wideout. He's got it. And he was straining for the goal line, but the defense stopped him short. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
And he's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight it.
Touchdown, Michigan! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
He'll return it. And the ball is loose on the return.
All right, not ideal, right? Not ideal. You're an offense. You want to get a good kickoff return, but you're starting inside your own 10. Now come out, set the tone. Get some high percentage completion. You might not go with that script you had because you thought you might have a little better field position, but you just get some few first downs, get that first down right now.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Oftentimes defenses see empty sets, and that's when they want to dial up pressure, knowing there's no extra bodies back there to protect the quarterback. They were able to get to him on that one, and that's why the ball was incomplete.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Got his man.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Out of the shotgun on third down. And it's picked off for the third time today.
I tell you what, it puts you in a tough position when you're backed up inside your own 20 trying to come out. But when you're in defense and you can force a turnover and you already set your offense up in scoring position, they are going to be extremely happy, and that offensive coordinator is going to look extremely smart.
They'll run the option. He'll toss it. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. From the gun, the running back has it. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Caught in the backfield, it's Samuel. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Wolverine.
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. He unleashes a long one. Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes, almost had the 4th. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Fires on the move. Incomplete. And man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
We've seen a lot of good hands in the back end of this defense in this game. They've got multiple interceptions. That was not a good example, though. That should have been another one, but they say people play defense for it.
And down goes the quarterback. There are penalty flags down, but it looks as if this might be on the offense. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He'll take the deep shot. dropped the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not.
What a great job by this defense. You get third down stop, and you're like, yes, put my hand in the air, fourth down, force a punt. They go for it, and you get a stop and set your offense up in great field position already. Nice job by this defense.
Into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan. They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
Here he comes from his own end zone. Slips through the line. Gets it up to the 37 on the return before he's knocked out of bounds. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. Wants to throw on first down. Going over the top. He holds it in, and nobody's close. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
Well, it didn't take long for this guy to leave his impact in the game, guys. With that catch, this guy's already over 100 yards in the game, and we're not even done the first half.
An explosive play takes them right outside the red zone, and they've got it 1st and 10. Buying some time. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them.
And that goes down as an incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket.
Going for it all. Touchdown, Notre Dame! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
And that touchdown is so big for this offense, right? Because here at the end of the half, you're just trying to find positives you can build upon in the second half. And right when it was looking like this game was starting to get away from them, they're able to execute, score, and that's going to help their confidence.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Ashmore. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be. The give to the back. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. One more snap coming before halftime. Leaves it with the back. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. 1st and 10 from their own 24-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. He can haul it in. Incomplete. They took a shot, but that's how we'll wrap up the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Notre Dame will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Ashmore. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
Quickly complete. After 40, there he goes. We've seen this from this sophomore. So dangerous after he makes the grab.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there, I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And he makes the catch, but he can't stay in bounds. That'll be incomplete.
This is going to be a key that we look at.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. The Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line after he picked up 4.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Pocket breaking down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, on offense, no doubt, right? You've had success. You're throwing some tutties. Why not keep throwing it? They're going to keep being aggressive. You're going to have to do a better job, though, keeping this quarterback standing up.
Takes it from the gun on third down. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer. But you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry.
He's trying to get it in. Touchdown, Wolverines. And they take it in for 6 more points. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. Takes a hit as he fires. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. This is the kind of performance, guys, that sort of etches your name in the lore of a rivalry.
And playing big in this big moment, on this big stage, it is so nice to have a playmaker like that you can highlight, that you can focus on, that you can trust in.
He was so excited coming into this game, too, because he knows that oftentimes your legacy as a player is defined by how you play in rivalry.
Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing in the overtime because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. He'll bring it out. It's Ashmore. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. The Michigan offense back on the field. This lead that they've been working with has dwindled to 2 possessions, and now they'll try to find a little breathing room on this drive. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That's a big stop for the defense. That running back has had so much success. You're down in the football game. You need to get the ball back to your offense. You create a play like this. This will get the fires going, get the juices going. Now we got to go get a few more.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. He uncorks one deep. He's got it on the outside.
And man, it has got to be so rewarding as an offensive coordinator when your play call perfectly counters the defense's call. And that's exactly what we saw there. That play targeted the coverage's biggest weak spot, and it led to a wide open receiver.
Gonna run it. It's Ashmore. Picks up the first down. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
And the Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Here comes the heat. Oh, he's going to be brought down. A huge loss on the play.
And quite simply put, you don't see that happen very often against him. He is one of not just the best quarterbacks in the game, he's one of the best players in the game. He's a Heisman Trophy candidate that oftentimes doesn't make mistakes like that. He should have thrown that football away. He decided to try and do too much, and the defense made him pay. They get a massive, massive sack, and this offense loses a ton of yards.
He wants to change this route. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. On target to the left. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes.
There he goes. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Michigan. The maize and blue asserting itself as they stretch this lead against the Irish.
Bill Blue knew coming into this one they had to score and score early. Right now, they are playing with so much energy.
Yeah, they got the offense rolling. They got the momentum going. Notre Dame's going to have to do something quickly to change that.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. He gets a block. Just a tremendous return. Great run, great speed and vision to really set up this offense. He almost got totally loose on that one. They'll start this drive at their own 48. Looking downfield on first down. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
Quarterback trying to attack the middle of the field. I like the aggressive nature, but his receivers aren't 9 feet tall. No one's going to catch that. No one can climb the ladder. You got to bring it down a little bit.
Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete.
Yeah, this defense hadn't had a lot of success. This offense has been doing what it wants at will. Finally getting to the QB, finally getting some pressure, finally getting a big hit on him. That'll pay some dividends down the road.
He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion.
That's a really good break on the football. He sees the ball come out, and he hits it right as he's catching it. Nice job of dislodging the football from the receiver. That's a good play by the defensive back.
He's not going to get there. Stop short on fourth down.
Great coverage on that fourth down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you can tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. To the air on first down. Lets it fly on the move. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. Touchdown Wolverine. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch it.
And you can tell he trusts his big tight end. Airing the football way down the field. Treat him like a wide receiver because you know he's going to go up, make the big play, get you in the end zone, score a touchdown.
63, Notre Dame, 35.
Looks like he's going to try to return it. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here come the Irish, back on offense. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and a first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. Wants to go up top. A strike downfield. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Irish facing quite a challenge here on third and a mile. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback now breaking the field. Bought a little time, lets it go. Hauls it in. He'll be brought down at about the 18-yard line. Not enough to move the sticks. Well, they haven't been able to get it done on fourth down so far today. They've missed on their first 2 attempts. Is the third time the charm. And the incomplete pass lets this defense get the ball back for its own. Great field position.
Nice job by the defense. Great pass defense, getting in the lanes, doing a really good job understanding they were going to throw the football in this fourth down. They played it well. Incomplete pass. Defense turns to offense.
Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Got his man on the outside. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. He'll do it himself. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. I'm not sure this was ever a real decision. They'll go for it on 4th and inches. Trying to keep this drive alive. He gives them a fresh set of downs, and this one will be 1st and goal from the 6. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. The Wolverines trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal.
29 Phillies. 2-9 Phillies.
A designed run for the quarterback. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan. They add on to this lead, and it looks as if they'll be moving to 2-0.
Loving what I'm seeing from this offense this week. And talking to them, they felt like last week's win was a lot closer than what it should have been. They didn't play to their full potential, but they did that here in this game. When they're hitting on all cylinders, they are scared.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and the
pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards.
And this defense, they got their ears pinned back. They know exactly what time it is with the big lead in the 4th quarter. They've already got a bunch of sacks on the day today, and they're looking for more.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. Unloads to the right. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast.
Makes the catch on the left. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a 1st down. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. Notre Dame lines up quickly.
We've seen throughout the course of the season, defenses have had their hands full with this quarterback. He's simply one of the best in the country. But what can you say about this?
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas, and that's exactly what they're doing here. Late in the 4th quarter, they're still bringing it, and they get another sack.
And the defense is good with that. Get pressure on the quarterback, get him outside the pocket. You know it's a passing situation. Play half the field now. This defense is in a good spot, and you can tell they're ready to rush this quarterback.
Now adjusting. Now he's going to send this one deep to the right. Makes the grab. He's got a 1st down. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. Notre Dame ready to go back to work with another 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. The quick out. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer.
Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players.
And what a great moment for that young man right there. That's his first career interception in college football. He's a guy that's worked so hard. He wanted to make an impact for his defense this year and comes up with a massive play right there.
The handoff, keep working on that clock. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
The clock is my friend. If I can do this late in the ball game with a lead and I can continue to run the football and they have no answers, well, then I'm going to walk away with a win. So, listen, I wouldn't change a thing. I'd keep pounding the football, keep running the clock.
Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. It's a big stride inside the 10. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And with that score, you start to get excited because you can feel the momentum. It's starting off 2-0. I mean, you got to finish this one off, but there's a great chance you're going to. But this season has started just like you've wanted it to. Now just keep climbing. See how high we can get in these rankings.
On the move from inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Here come the Irish, back on offense. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. But for this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week.
Makes the grab on the left side. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup. That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Here's the pressure. Hit as he throws. Beautifully thrown ball. Terrific catch, and they'll have the first down. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. They just keep firing. Looking for the score. And he's got it in the end zone for a touchdown. It won't matter much in the outcome, but a little extra stat padding is nice.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, listen, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
Well, every coordinator has a couple of two-point plays in his back pocket. They dialed one up there. They didn't get it. Let's see how that affects the outcome of this one.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Fielded in the end zone. It's Hart. Makes a move. Oh, what vision. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Notre Dame looks as if they're warming up for a victory march as they push out this lead.
The Irish getting the momentum going late in this rivalry game with Michigan, doing everything they need to do, Palmer, to finish this one out.
Yeah, David, Notre Dame, they've been mentally the tougher team in this one. They've made the plays when the plays have presented themselves.
He'll bring it out. He gets it across the 25 to the 27 after bringing it out of the end zone. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Here's a heat. And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down. 17. Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. That's reeled in. It's Miles. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. Right on the money. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Forced out of the pocket. A deep throw as the clock winds down. He's got it down the left side. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17. And, Jesse, there's a huge mountain to climb here, but you might as well start with a chunk play.
Well, you got to start somewhere, Reese. It's been tough going for this offense all game long. They find themselves in a hole, but I love the aggressive nature. Keep taking shots. Keep trying to claw your way back into this one.
They use the sideline and get him out of bounds right at the 9.
Well, as soon as he got outside the pocket, the defense smelled blood in the water. Everybody started pursuing. And how about the big hit on the QB outside the...
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He's got it. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down. Might as well go big or go home. They need a touchdown, and it looks like they're on their way home anyway. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. It's incomplete. A 4th down stop and the turnover on downs.
Well, it's been that kind of day for the offense, and this quarterback specifically. They've had their chances. They've had opportunities throughout the course of the game to get some pitches and catches and make some explosive plays. Just not able, though, to hook up. You saw it on that 4th down play right there. They're trailing by a lot of points because those are the throws you've got to make if you're going to win games like this, and they just have not been able to get it done.
And the Wolverines have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Pressure coming. He's going to run it. Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact. They don't play every year, but when they do, there is just something special about this rivalry, and it is the Wolverines who take down Notre Dame. That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.